Good morning, lovelies. So, I'm just kind of on a cruise this morning about getting all the openings I can filmed. So, again, I'm using my computer because my handheld camera is being a little bit glitchy. It is fine for doing my captures of what I'm doing in progress, but it's not good for the longer introductions that I like to make at the beginning of my videos. So, this video is the third in my series of like DIY Christmas presents. So this one I am doing a blanket tutorial. In this, it's the back and front are made of different fabrics. It has a exposed trim around it. I'm using a pom-pom trim, and it is made with flannel. I'm doing this for basically my niece and nephew. They're not that well, yeah, my niece and nephew. But they are reversible on each side. Each side has different fabric. You'll see what I mean when I do it. I'm debating on whether to add another embellishment. I may not end up doing it, so I won't mention it again. But this project probably won't take all that long. I just have to, well, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it. So I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you next time.
So here I have my materials, which is a front and back fabric of equal length, and then originally I was going to use that trim, but it ended up being too difficult to sew on because it was so small, so I'll save that for another project. Excuse me. So the first step to doing this is to cut both pieces to whatever length you want. For this front piece, I am cutting it 1 yard long. And just to make sure that both ends are equal, I am first cutting the full length, which is 36 inches, and then I am flipping the fabric around and cutting the fabric to make sure that both ends are square. I am then, for this piece, also cutting off the salvage edges, which is the white strip along the bottom, if you don't know what that is. That way, it all lines up. So yes, I made sure that it was relatively square at least. And then slice. I then did the same to the other fabric. So this is front and back fabric for the 36-inch long, 42-inch wide piece. And then I did another that was 48-inch, I think. And maybe a little longer than that. And then 42-inch wide. But it's just, both are just giant rectangles. That's just what they are. I'll then, once the pieces are fully lined up and ready to sew, I will then just sew around the edge. Though when I do sew around the edge, I make sure to leave like a 3-inch gap at the bottom so that it covers make sure I can turn the whole thing off. Then once I've sewn around the edge, I'll go through and either slip stitch that opening closed, or I'll do what I did in this video and I'll do a top stitch around the edge. which is just sewing along the edge to hold the seam allowance down on all of it, which makes sure that the piece won't, randomly get too floofy and then you can't get the corners out right. So I have had that happen with certain flannel blankets. I do think that I'm just about to the point where I need to switch out my rotary cutter wheel. It's not cutting as well as it should. Or maybe I should be pressing a little harder. Oh well. Yes, so I'll cut my second piece of fabric, which is this. No, that's me folding the other material. But once I've got both my materials cut, I will then go through and I'll make sure everything's square, because I forgot to do that on this piece. I forgot to make sure it was square. And then I will go through and sew it, turn it, press it. Your iron is your friend. And then once it's all done, it will turn out quite nicely. But I think I'll stop rambling at this point. I have a feeling I need more caffeine, so I will talk to you all later. Bye.